Hey guys, it is KoKo's here, and before you bish heads ask me about, hey KoKo, what do you think about the new patch? Yeah, let me I don't know, let me just cover all the topics, what I think about it. And I played a lot on the test server, and I'm in the NDA, so I knew what was about to come, and my concernings regarding it, and all the other things. Okay, guys. So, as you might have noticed, we got a new patch. So, the patch took 10 months. I mean, yeah, we got the Asian server release that was costing a lot of resources. But the patch was lasting 10 months. And the moment I was like downloading it to the Ion stream, I was kind of confused. It only had like 1 gigabyte of data for a patch which took almost a year to implement. I was like, I mean, I'm not too much into coding, but I know that games like Project Soundboard, for example, which are basically pixel games, have like 10 times the amount. So enough about that. What I want to say is that I think that it almost took 1 year for a whole patch. What did we get? I mean, yes, okay, we got tracking, so basically we got new PvE and a bit of like new gathering profession, as you can call it, which most people now use it just to find content in open world. We got a new weapon line, which, by the way, is really good. I really like the new weapon line, especially the prodding staff. I really like it. But we go to that. We go to that later. So we didn't get much. I mean, I'm never like asking for much. I just like to play the game. I'm just enjoying roads, you know. I'm done with gameplay. You guys continuously ask me, hey KoKo, when do you go back to Miss? I'm like, I don't know. I just enjoy play different things than just abusing 8.4 in the mist. By the way, this was a gift today, and I might play it tomorrow. So enough about that. So yeah, I just enjoy different content in the game. And with different content, we also got different layouts. So you might know that if you paid attention to one of my latest videos, I showcased on the test server, I showcased how the new road layouts look like. And some green chests and blue chests have been overworked, and they look good. And also, they overworked a lot of solo dungeons. Like you must be thinking, wait, solo dungeons got buffed? No, they didn't get buffed. They just got a new layout. So that's what people are constantly confused. Me also, why something like solo dungeons, which has been shit for the past, I don't know, 3-4 years even, have been covered with fucking amazing new layouts. I mean, have you seen the new layouts? If you have seen Equad videos about it, I highly suggest you watch it if you haven't seen it yet, or you like test it out yourself now. But man, they look so good. Like the layouts is just something I really adore from the art design team. Which kept me thinking, why on earth is something like solo dungeons? Why are they getting such a rework when the gameplay is shit? Like the loot is garbage, the PvE is boring. Not to mention that dungeon dive is not a thing anymore. They also removed solo dungeons and roads. Like, we don't need to talk about it. But just why? Or why do they waste such a good resource into solo dungeons? I don't get it. I really do not understand. Maybe it's something I just cannot understand. Maybe I'm just too stupid to understand. Maybe I don't see things. But what I can say for certainty is, and I'm playing this game as a full-time job, and I know what I'm saying, is why solo dungeons, bro? Please, SBI, just kinda let me ask you. Yeah. So we got a new layout for solo dungeons. We got a new solo dungeon boss. The new stadio bosses got introduced into solo dungeons with like a really, really low chance in spawning. The chest you can find there is, I'm pretty sure you can find the chroma cannon inside this chest. But other than that, I think the loot is really, really shit. Well, maybe you have seen one yet, and you can like prove me otherwise, that the loot is like insanely good. I don't know, but I doubt that, just because it's a solo dungeon. Yeah, so we got tracking. I mean, to be real, guys, I don't want to showcase any of the in-game gameplay here. I just want to talk about it. When it comes to tracking, I don't want to explain. If you don't know, just look it up now. But tracking is something really cool, I guess, because I have the feeling now that people ask me in chat today, hey man, what do you think? And I came to the conclusion that it is a running simulator. Absolutely. I'm not doubting that. But finally we have a running simulator with a goal. If you know what I mean. Before that, it has been, it's still in many cases like that. But it has been the case of like running around and not knowing where to go. Just like try and find content. Now we have something to achieve. Now we have a PvE mob which we can chase and kill and get bit of loot and sell and get killed by a blob of 20 and have only a team of 3. So it's just how it works, right? Not to complain about how it works in game. So I like it. I actually really like it. Just so that we have something to do in this game. That we can meet and fight over an objective. That's what we need in a game like Albiononline. Which also kept me thinking that tracking, like how it is supposed to be some sort of small scale solo adventure. Which is cool. It's a great idea. But why an open world? Why is it not in the roads, which are already really dead at some point? Why, SBI, don't you put something like that, which is supposed to be small scale and solo gameplay, into roads which are designed for solo and small scale gameplay? Is it because of solo dungeons? Is it because you guys don't like understand what roads are anymore? I'm sad. I'm really sad because tracking would be insanely good in roads. They would fit so goddamn perfect in roads. But no, we got an open world where we already have so many objectives. I could complain a lot how roads are and how they are not. Basically, they are not. That's another topic. But that's what I can say about it. Also, another thing to mention is many of you guys probably did not know about it. But, I mean, it was not on the test server patch notes whatsoever. Nobody was it mentioned. Nowhere was it mentioned, but I show it to you. We have transmutation and enchantment changes. Guys, hold your bolts. This is plain serious now. The cost of high-end transmutation has been increased. If you don't know what transmuting is, it is basically you go to the city, you have, let's say, 8.2 leather, you are transmuting it to 8.3, you pay a certain amount of silver for it, and you voila have 8.3, or like you have materials, but you can also do it with silver. Which I think happens mostly that people just enchant 8.2 to 8.3 with raw silver, because you can do that. If you see in this graph, 8.3 8.3 has been increased by 342.86%. Do you know what that means, guys? That means that an 8.3 set, as we know it, which might be, let's say 8.3 set is 20 mil, in future will cost 50 to 60 mil. That's what it means. The same, by the way, goes for 8.4. 8.4 doubled. So that means 8.4 set, which was around 50 to 60 mil, will be soon now at 100 to 120 mil. It starts with around 6 point. It really goes crazy, as you can see in the graph. It is okay at 6.1, 6.2. That's basically untouched, but it starts going crazy at around 8.1 equivalent, aka 6.3. It goes crazy. 6.4 has been a bit adjusted. It actually is now cheaper, but it's still fucking expensive. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, you can see what's going on here. So not only is premium price absolutely not affordable for a new player anymore, also is the gap between rich and a poor / new player so huge now that I don't think you can widen the gap anymore at some point. I'm speechless. I'm really I'm so concerned about the state of the game with all these changes and all these like so-claimed silver things that I don't know what direction we are going for. And I am concerned that this only gets worse. It has been gotten worse with 8.4 introducement. It has been gotten worse with that. And I tell you one thing, not only can you now awaken your weapon, but also does the weapon cost a lot more on 8.3. Your whole equipment in high gear costs now way more. But if there will be a 8.4 awakened weapon, you guys know there will come a 8.4 armor, because somehow you need to counter the weapon with the armor. So yeah, it's a rough situation, guys. Also, due to these price changes, enchantment prices have also risen. Blah blah blah. The amount of fragments required for each level of enchantment has therefore doubled. Bro, if you don't know what that means, it means that a weapon which used to need 192 relics now needs twice the amount. So runes, swords, and relics, they will statistically just basically double in price as well, which also adds up to the already existing transmutation cost increase. Bro, it is unbelievable. It is unbelievable how goddamn expensive this game becomes and how much less loot we get, right? I mean, tell me one thing where you get in terms of PvE, except maybe HCE, where you get good amounts of silver, which like can somehow compensate 8.3 loss in the black zone, for example. Okay. It's cool. Maybe that's some way of approach by SBI, saying that, yeah, we want to like reduce the amount of 8.3 abusers in the mist with that change. It might be true for 1 or 2, but it won't change a streamer like One or Beast, you know, like really, really good players who know what they do and have like billions in stock and I don't know what. They still go 8.3, 8.4. I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter. So yeah, this is something I'm really concerned right now. Not to mention that this update took 10 months. It really drifted so rough into monetization or to a while where I'm really concerned about it. I know people in the comments will say, yeah, but KoKo, you can lose that in the black zone and blah blah. Guys, I know you can, and I know it's not worth it. I absolutely know. I do, but there's a certain threshold in games where you can just swipe and you don't care about dying. And I think this will come anytime closer as we might expect it to happen. The amount of superiority you have with 8.4 awakened weapons is so huge already. Not enough to like sustain most, but if there will be 8.4 awakened weapons plus armor, there might be a certain threshold. Awakened mount, where you mount up faster. I don't know. So you get my point. And I think slowly we shift into that direction. And maybe that's somewhere SBI wants us to go. Because actually SBI SANDBOX Interactive, who owns this game, is owned by Stillfront Group. And if you don't know who Stillfront Group is, they acquired SANDBOX Interactive in 2019. And Stillfront Group is well known for games. And if you don't know about such games, I show you the games. Where is it? Where can I explore our games? Here it is. We have Big Farm, a Mobile Harvest, World War III, Conflict of Nations, Hollywood Story, Good Game Empire. I mean, that's something Aquad would like, no? Imperia Online, boah, Naval Action, boah, Ludo Club, boah, Property Brothers Home Design. So you get the point, guys. And across all these games, about all these shitty ass crap games, we have Albion. And it just doesn't fit. But with the latest changes, Albiononline Mobile Harvest or what? That's what it feels, bro. So that's my concern, guys. It's not only my concern, it's the concern of many. And I hope SBI is listening. And I hope we don't go too much into that direction. Please offer us more like in-game rewards where we like can somewhat compensate the amount of silver the general player base loses now. It is claimed to be a silver sink in most cases, but it won't affect the rich. It just doesn't. It does not. So we need different terms, different things of silver sink. Maybe like, let's say 1 bill silver mount. You know, you need to invest 1 billion silver and you get like a really nice mount skin. I got no clue. So That's what I want to say. I really appreciate you watching this, guys. Please tell me what you guys think about the latest update. I think it's really, really important to talk about it. And I wish you a beautiful night. Right now it's 2 fucking a.m. here in the morning because I just felt like talking about it. And I wish you... See ya next time.